Hi, this is Chaplain Karen Moore here to bring you the thought of the week. This week's thought is being a good neighbor. This week, the U.S. Army is celebrating 245 years of existence. Happy birthday, U.S. Army. We are so excited to be a part of such an amazing legacy, a legacy that has transcended years, centuries worth of wars, tyranny, and fighting down evil. We are a part of something that has unified us, and we are of something that exhibits and values humanity. In fact, there are 7 core values that the Army wants us to embrace and to demonstrate each and every day. Of course, you know these as loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. These 7 attributes are what keeps us going and shows that we are dedicated servants of the United States. You might have put it this way, or even heard it this way. All of these can be summarized into the golden rule, treating others as you want to be treated. You might have also heard it in a different way, loving your neighbor as yourself. But you might ask, who's my neighbor? Well, when that question was posed nearly 2,000 years ago, here's what the Master said. He said that a good neighbor is this. A good neighbor is somebody who is walking down the streets. This is a prestigious man who had life going for him, who fit well into society. But while on the streets and walking down the streets, he was mugged, brutally beaten, and left on the curb to die. Now, it so happens that there was so many people who walked by and saw this man bleeding out and just desperately crying for help with whatever ounce of life he had left. But his own people didn't even stop to see how he was doing. His own society walked by, giving an excuse of, I'm far too busy. That's none of my business. I got something better to do. And with only few moments of life left in this man, there happened to be another man who walked by. But this man is different. In fact, he was born in a different place and he did not belong in this society. He looked different, sounded different, and was born in a different place. He was discriminated, in fact, against all the time. And despite all of this that was going against this man who was walking by, he looked at the dying man and said that he would do something about it. He went over to this man, bound his wounds, despite the barriers, despite the discrimination that he had felt for year after year, picked up this man, took him to a place where his wounds can be healed. He paid out of his own pocket to make sure that this man was receiving good health care, that he was getting the right meals, that he would be taken care of to full recovery. That cost him a lot of money. He spent his time, he spent his very safety, and he spent a lot of money to care for a perfect stranger, a stranger that looked different than he did. Now, you might know this story, and it might sound familiar. It's the story of the Good Samaritan. Like that man, the Good Samaritan, who took care of another human being, who embraced what we know as the Army's 7 core values. He demonstrated that through love, we can conquer a multitude of discrimination. We can conquer through a lot of hatred. We can conquer through all evil because we love. We have integrity. We have a character of love for our fellow mankind. When we embrace the Army core values, we continue on the legacy that transcends all of the wars, the tyranny, and evil, because we are unified in one aspect of love. As you go on throughout this week, I implore you, I encourage you to embrace this value of loving your neighbor as yourself, because I can't do this without you. I want to walk alongside you, and let us go and conquer all the evil, to fight down tyranny, to give others freedom and hope. We do this each and every day with the Army Corps values and with loving our neighbor as ourselves. This is Chaplain Karen Moore caring more about you. Have a blessed week.